Hello. I'm Trisket109. We're gonna do some things. Transform, centered. Yeah, there we go. We got it in there. All right, everybody. I'm here. We're doing a thing. Welcome in. I figured tonight, since the Retro Game Expo was on Friday, and then I haven't really streamed since then because of reasons, I figured we'd review some of the stuff that was picked up there. We'll play some Bloodborne tonight, try and get back into the swing of that. Honestly, I have to tell you, I was not in the mood to play Bloodborne. I was like, do I have to? But I'm gonna go, and we're gonna do it because of one very specific thing. And that specific thing is I told everyone that #1 on the bit chart, which if I go look at the bit chart, is currently MDW Black Wolf. Black Wolf is #1 at 801 bits. Whoever's #1 at the bits, the instant I finish Bloodborne or realize I finished Bloodborne, because I might beat the final boss, then like 20 minutes later realize I beat the final boss. I don't know. But whenever it's over, the person #1 on the chart gets to pick the next game. And he did tell me the other day, he thinks that he's going to pick Armored Core 6. I thought that was a pretty solid choice. That was a pretty solid choice. Freaking Snowy and Joe both told me that if they were going to pick one, they were going to pick PUBG. Not as solid of a choice. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. But yeah, it's been a weekend and then some. Lots of things have happened. There's a couple of things that happened. There is something we will... I need to show you guys, but I will show it when we're done with Bloodborne. There's something I need to show you guys, because the stream's going to change a little bit about some stuff. As far as like how we play things and stuff. Like it's a back-end change on my part. You probably will never notice it, but it's important to recognize it. So we'll talk about that down the road a little bit. But yeah, let's talk about the Retro Game Expo. How many of you have been to the Retro Game Expo? Raise your hand. Okay, everybody, nobody's got their hand up. Okay, I get it. You know why you've never been to the Retro Game Expo? Because this was the first Utah Retro Game Expo. Before this, it was always the Retro Game Swap Meet. They're expanding. And I will tell you right now, and Shadow Man, I hope you're still here, because I bet you remember this and understand what I'm about to say. The coolest thing I saw at the Utah Retro Game Expo, I want to start with this. Do you know what the coolest thing I saw? You know who was there? They had some booths around the outside, and they had people, like celebrities that you could go up and talk to them, and maybe they'd sign something, or, you know, you could pay them for things or whatever else it was. But you know who was there? I want to show this to you. I want to see if I can show it to you. His name is John Moschetta Jr. Do you know who John Moschetta Jr. is? I'm gonna get this on here. Let's do this.
The Micro Machine Man here, presenting the genuine, original, colossally flexible, most midget miniature replicas of the real things. Micro Machines. Dramatically detailed, stupendously styled, smaller than a nut, this one or this one. And now with a totally terrific town, the new Micro Machine Super City Toolbox playset. Closed, it's a mild manner toolbox. Open, it's a Micro Machine USA. Cruise your mini Micro Machine vehicles, planes, and boats to the police station, the marina, the mini motorcycle repair shop, the gas station, the construction office, work, the real working drawbridge, highway, passenger ramp, and garage doors. Or take a Micro Machine flying machine in for a landing. Phew, this place has it all. The new Micro Machine Super City Toolbox playset from Galoob. The one and only outrageous original miniatures. Remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the... I'm the Micro Machine Man, and I'm waiting to be launched out of the town. But first, let me tell you about another launcher. The Micro Machine's Power Launcher. With super storage for 2 unbelievably ultra-fast Micro Machines. Simply strap it to your wrist, roll up the shoulder, pull back the power loader, then let it rip. The totally terrific Micro Machine's Power Launcher. The only way to launch a totally terrific ultra-fast Micro Machines from Galoob. And remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing. Ah!
Yeah. Does anybody remember Micro Machines from being a kid? Does anyone remember Micro Machines? Because it was a big part of my childhood. I loved Micro Machines. They're just little tiny vehicles. Sometimes they were cars, sometimes they were airplanes, sometimes they were boats, sometimes they were play sets. But those were the best commercials when I was a kid. And this guy, John Moschetta, he was the fastest talker in the world. And he was just sitting over there at a booth. People were not bothering him. They were not trying to make him talk fast. But like, they had every original character from the very first Mortal Kombat game there. Like all the motion capture people. I think they were all there at one point. And it's like, oh, look, the people from Mortal Kombat. Oh, look, there's the guy from Power Rangers. Oh, look, there's some other guys, whatever. And then over in the corner was the Micro Machines guy. And I was like, I brought my kids over. I was like, come here. And the kids come over and they come and look. And I'm like, dude, that's the coolest dude ever. And they didn't understand. He does the voice of Blur and Transformers. He talks really fast. And it's awesome. But yeah, he was there. That was the most exciting thing I saw at the expo. And I think that's what makes it the expo, is that they had panels to talk about things. They had an arcade there that they had set up, that somebody brought in all these arcade machines and they were doing contests for that. They had the booths with the celebrity gaming people to talk to people about. And they had a lot of things going on with that, like more stuff than just a whole bunch of tables in an auditorium or in a conference hall where you just buy shit from people. So they are branching out. Honestly, there was so much stuff at the expo that if they were to add any more to it, I think they're going to have to move to a bigger facility. Like, I think they've hit the limits of space for what's going on. In fact, when you walk in, there's like a foyer area. Then you go into the convention rooms where the swap meet is. They actually had vendors out in that foyer selling things out in front of everybody else, because they had a list, apparently a waiting list of people to get in. So it's grown exponentially since the first time we went, which was just a couple of canopies while it was pouring rain out behind his store in Layton, Utah. The first one was a lot of fun. But yeah, it's grown quite a bit as far as vendors and other things. It's much bigger than it was before. And it was a nice time. We had a good time. There were a couple things about it. I'll sum up like my thoughts overall after we went, but or towards the end. But there were a couple of takeaways from it that I had. But let me show you what we got. First and foremost, my son went out and finally got himself a copy of Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, the Game Boy Advance game. They had it marked for $50-ish. I think it was like $47.99. He got it for $40. He was kind of happy about that. But yeah, he's only missing one Game Boy Advance game now. He did find a copy of Aria of Sorrow, which is the one he's missing, and the dude wanted $375 for it, and we just laughed at him and then kept walking. Dude wanted $375. He's like, well, it's sealed and it's still in a box and it's got all. We were like, we want to play it. Like, we don't give a shit about that. There was a lot of that. A couple of other games were picked up here. For those of you who don't know, recently we've been on this Dragon Warrior kick. If you don't know, I love Dragon Warrior. Dragon Warrior is one of my favorite things ever. We've kind of convinced freaking Snowy that it's awesome. And he's like, oh man, Dragon Warrior is cooler than Final Fantasy. And I'm like, yes, Dragon Warrior has always been cooler than Final Fantasy. So when we go see Dragon Warrior games, or we see import games specifically, we're always looking for Dragon Quest games, older versions of them. He's kind of building himself a shrine, and he actually found quite a few things. Not too long ago, he actually found Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 on the Famicom. And while we were there, he actually found Dragon Quest 4. So he picked that up. That was actually really cheap, too. For a Japanese cartridge. He has a converter for his Super Nintendo that will play NES, Famicom, Super Famicom, and Super Nintendo games. You just plug it into the top of it, and it will play all of the different versions of the game, so he can play all of these in one Super Nintendo system. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, he found Dragon Quest 4. They actually remade Dragon Quest 1 and 2 as a Super Famicom game, which we saw at a store a couple months ago and didn't pick up. And he ended up getting it for like, I think it was like $8 or $9 or something like that. It wasn't too bad. So this was good. So Dragon Quest 1 and 2 to add to the shrine. And the only other Super Nintendo, well, we're missing 2 Super Nintendo ones now. We're missing the remake of 3. We have 4. We have 6. And the other one that he was missing was 5, and we found a copy of that. So he did pick those up to add to his pile of Dragon Quest games, Super Famicom. You can tell, if you've never seen one before, they're rounded cartridges. They fit differently. They don't fit into an American Super Nintendo without making some modifications to your system, but they do work in an American Super Nintendo. And then the other game that he picked up from that same booth was a copy of Bahamut Lagoon. If you've never heard of Bahamut Lagoon, it's a Square Enix RPG. Well, Squaresoft RPG at the time. This is actually one of the few 32-bit cartridges for the Super Nintendo. So the graphics are a little better than, let's say, Chrono Trigger or something to that effect. But yeah, Bahamut Lagoon is a legendary thing that's been a big deal for a long time, and he got one for pretty cheap, so he picked it up. And he got that. The most expensive games that were purchased, he also picked up. He left all of his games here. Like, he always leaves all of his games here. I've got a whole box upstairs of, like, freaking Snowy stuff. This is, you know, RPG greatness. Now, please remember, he just bought the 1 and 2 Super Nintendo cartridge. He bought the 5 and the... He's got Super Nintendo games here for Dragon Quest, right? They did also make a physical edition of Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 for the Switch. And this is actually not that easy to get. You can order it some places online. Guy was selling it sealed for about $50, so he picked that up. He did also find a physical copy of the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, so 1 through 6 on the Super Nintendo. What was really funny about this one is he actually just ordered it from Best Buy for the same $100 price tag. They think these games are worth $100. I don't understand Square Enix's logic on that, but they think they are. So he actually just ordered it like the day before, and then we found one at the thing, and he was like, okay, I guess I'll just go cancel my order, and he picked this up. But it is sealed, never been played, so he's got both of those. This is all the RPG goodness you could possibly want in your hands right here. He picked both of these up. Yeah, I think the guy wanted... I think he might have gotten it for like 130, but the guy wanted like 160 for it. He was like, no, we're not doing that. A couple of other things that got picked up for games. This one's for me. Virtua Fighter Kids. Snowy picked this up. I was probably gonna walk away from it. If you don't know, there was a whole series of chibi fighting games that they made. Pocket Fighter for the Capcom series of games. You know, something that was a little bit different than like full-on Virtua Fighter or full-on Street Fighter or full-on Darkstalkers. They do like little kids versions of them. And Virtua Fighter was no exception to that. They did a version of Virtua Fighter Kids, which I have never actually seen a real copy of in real life. I had never seen a physical copy of it before, and they had one there. I think he talked him down to like $20 for it. And since I do have all the other Virtua Fighter games on the Saturn, you know, probably worth getting and having. And I did recently, last week I think it was, I picked up a fight stick for the Saturn. So, you know, having something to play on your fight stick is nice. I like that. So yeah, that seemed like it was a very nice thing. He bought that one for me. Yeah, Virtua Fighter Kids right there. We did that. The other thing that was purchased for me, again, he purchased it, I did not. We were actually looking for this, and this goes to one of the problems that we actually saw at the Retro Game Expo. But we've been playing Bloodborne on stream, so he's like, I was actually at like the first booth looking at PS4 games. He's like, what are you looking for? I was like, I was looking for a copy of Bloodborne. Because to me, it's just like a regular PlayStation 4 game. Right? You're like... I mean, I should be able to go into a used game store and there's probably 50 copies of a certain game on the shelf. You know, like Need for Speed Underground, if you're looking at Xbox games, or Halo, you know, they show up in places and things like that. We thought that we would see Bloodborne. I thought it would just be like a nice barometer. I'm like, I've been playing it recently. You know, we can find a copy of Bloodborne for like $5-10. Pick it up. No big deal. This represents the only copy we saw all day. Every booth, we went through every spot looking for... Every time I saw a stack of PS4 games, I went looking through them. He found this. I didn't find it. I went to go sit down because I needed to take a break. My legs hurt really bad when I do certain things like walk around conventions all day. So I went to go sit down, and they went to the next row of booths that we hadn't been to, so I would have found it if we had gone down there. But this was the only copy in the entire convention we found of Bloodborne, which leads me to a bigger problem, or the bigger problem I was going to talk about, which is we were sent there with one very specific list of video games to get. Freaking Snowy's wife said that she wanted 2 games. They were part of her childhood. She wanted 2 games. She wanted to get Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, on the Xbox. The game based on the movie, it has the first movie and the second movie in it because they couldn't make a game for the first one. If you ever see The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring on the Xbox, that's based on the book that was not licensed through the movie setup from EA. So she wanted the Two Towers and she wanted Return of the King, the Lord of the Rings game. Both of those games for the Xbox. And we could not find them anywhere. You would think that would be a no-brainer. We're just getting like cheap-ass regular games, right? We saw very few Xbox games there anyway, and we asked a couple vendors about it, and they were like, ultimately, the thing about it is, they have no value. Like, Xbox games have no value, so lugging them all the way in here and making $2 per sale or $5 per sale isn't worth us bringing that in there. And for what it's worth, I feel like Bloodborne kind of falls into the same category. Bloodborne should be like a regular game. You just go in, I got a copy of Bloodborne, we're cool, let's move on, do whatever. But we didn't see a lot of that. We found a copy of Pocky and Rocky on the Super Nintendo, which is one of the hardest games on earth to get. We found a copy of Pocky and Rocky 2 on the Super Nintendo. Also, like, the hardest to find game on earth, right? One of them. And we were finding, again, Aria of Sorrow. We found like 2 copies of Castlevania Chronicles, which is, crazy expensive PS1 game. When they put it out, it was $20. Now you can't get it for less than $200. We found a copy of Shattered Memories, Silent Hill Shattered Memories on the PS2, which is the hardest one to get. The Wii one's around. The PS2 one was not around for very long, and it's like a $300 video game. We found copies of that before we found Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Like, there's something missing from some of these things. Even when we were looking for, like, generic PS2 games, like, I didn't see a copy of, like, Ace Combat 5. Like, if you're looking for greatest hits games, I didn't see a lot of Jak and Daxter. I didn't see Sly Cooper. I didn't see any kind of Ratchet and Clanks or, like, the solid games that were, like, way overproduced. God of War 1 is a version of that, right? Like, we weren't seeing things like that. We were just seeing, like, the ultra rare, crazy whatever it is. Which kind of makes sense in a way because they're at the expo to make money off the big things. They're trying to draw people in, so they have those things there. That's why we're able to get, Harmony of Dissonance, things like that, These Super Nintendo import games we saw everywhere. Everywhere. The thing we saw the most of there, Switch games. And I'm not talking used Switch games. It was 50-50 new Switch games that they were selling for outrageous limited run games pricing. Just outrageous. I saw a used copy of The Messenger, a game that was purchased on my Switch for $20. They were selling the physical copy of it for $200. And you're just kind of going, whoa, Shantae games are the same way on the Switch. But we would find them new and used, just stacks and stacks and stacks of Switch games. The other thing that we saw tons of were 8-bit Nintendo games. And then we saw a lot of import Super Nintendo games. Not a lot of Xbox. Some PS2, but not a ton. If you're looking for handheld games, you're finding Pokemon games because, that's what makes them money. But you're not just finding Brain Age or Flash Focus or whatever else it is. You're looking for Dreamcast games. We did find a couple of games like Gauro, Mark of the Wolves. We did find a Fatal Fury copy. I think I saw 1 or 2 Marvel vs. Capcom 2s, but everything else is like just your generic stuff, right? I saw a couple copies of Crazy Taxi kicking around, but yeah. And Genesis games were almost non-existent in a lot of places. Almost completely non-existent. Didn't see much. I think we saw probably 25 or 30 total 32X games, We see some Sega CD games. We see some Saturn games, like that one, the Virtua Fighter Kids that we were talking about a minute ago. But you'll see, I saw Shining Force 3. I saw Burning Rangers. I saw 2 or 3 copies of Panzer Dragoon Saga. And I didn't see Mortal Kombat. I didn't see Virtua Fighter 1 or Virtua Fighter 2 on the Saturn. I think I saw 1 copy of Daytona USA kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like, you don't see regular games. You just see this ultra crazy shit. And that seemed to be missing from the expo. We were a little sad about that while we were walking around looking for that stuff. But as part of finding ultra crazy things, there was another thing that was purchased. There were two other things that were purchased. I'm gonna need to plug this in and test it, but Snowy got himself a slim PlayStation 4, so one of the new models, PS4. He got this, I think it was $100 for a 1 terabyte slim PlayStation 4. GameStop is still selling these things for like $200, $200+ for a PS4. Specifically, he wants to mod this, and so it was left here for that. He tried to tell somebody, he told us he'd sell it to us for $100, and then he tried to tell it to somebody else. He's like, yeah, I want 140 for it. And Snowy's like, you just told me 100, bitch. He's like, fine, I'll sell it for 100. So he got it for $100. That's not bad to get a PS4 these days. But he wanted to mod it, so he thought that would be a reasonable price to pick one up. So there was that. And then there was the last thing. My son bought this, but he bought it for me. This is a very expensive item, and it came in this wonderful little box. It's called a pocket. It's called an analog pocket. And this is the story with the analog pocket. Let me show you the actual device here. It looks like a Game Boy. There you go. Got a couple extra buttons on the top. It's got some shoulder buttons behind it. Man, my throat is killing me. What the analog pocket does is it's a Game Boy. If I take this Castlevania Adventure right here and I plug it in, I now have Castlevania Adventure working on the Game Boy. If I take that out, I could take that new Harmony of Dissonance that he got, pop it right in here, and there you go. We can play Game Boy Advance, we can play Game Boy Color, we can play Game Boy Black and White, we can play all of those. And it basically runs like, almost think like an emulator. So it can do save states on games that don't have them. It can run them better. It can do different screens and different filters and all sorts of different things on the top of it. But the real thing that I wanted it for is, if you look on the side right there, there's a little slot that you can put an SD card in it, and there is a way to modify the device to sideload ROMs onto it, so you can use it like a true emulator machine, and you can use it like a physical Game Boy, which is wild and crazy. And the brightness on it is fantastic. The sound on it, I was down here playing Castlevania 2 on it, and the sound on it, my son could hear it upstairs at the kitchen table, like all the way out the basement upstairs. He could tell I was playing Castlevania because it's just so loud. Unlike the later versions of the Game Boy, it has a headphone jack on it. It's rechargeable battery off of a USB-C port. It's got the link connector at the bottom there, so you can do that. And one of the things that it actually does is it has a dock as well. I have not gotten the dock. We did not find one there. But what the dock does, I would hook this onto the dock. On the back, there would be 2 USB ports, so I could hook my Nintendo controllers to it that I have that are USB, and I could use those to play the thing with HDMI out onto the TV, which is pretty wild. And it's very cool. I've been looking for one of these for a while. The problem with these is that Analog, the company that makes them, they hardly ever make them. So if you get on their website right now, it's $220 to order an Analog Pocket. However, there's none available. It says someday maybe we'll make more. And there's no guarantee that they'll actually make them. I do not know what's going on with my throat today, but it is unpleasant. There's no guarantee that they'll make them. We don't know when they're going to release them. We don't know whatever it is. And then they take the parts and they put them towards other things. Because now, instead of making the original Analog Pockets, which is what this is, they're now making metal versions of them. So they may actually be discontinued altogether. And they haven't told anybody because they want to generate hype around it and make people, you know, freak out about what was going on, and create like a false sense of urgency to have to pick one. Oh my God, it's available right now. We have to fucking get it. Oh my God, that sort of thing. But there was a guy there who had one. He was selling it for $320. We got him down to $300. And he said, when I last looked at them on eBay, they were going for a lot more than that. And I went and I looked at eBay. The metal ones, they're selling for like $450 or $500, which is crazy. But the normal ones are selling for like $450 at this point. And I was like, okay, if he's got this for 300, I may never actually see one again because of how shitty the company Analog does shipping or like sales and whatever else it is that's going on. That sucks. So taking a chance on it being the last one that might ever be seen, I now have an Analog Pocket. I have been using this all weekend long. I absolutely love it. It feels so good in your hands. The sound is amazing. The picture is amazing. Let's see if I can turn on something here. The battery life is great. It's got a whole bunch of good stuff on it. There it is, Analog Pocket. And I can do whatever on it, which is cool. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I love this game. Let's throw it on. It'll take a second to load. You can see the reflection from the stream. Game Boy Advance. Do I have the volume up? It's at max right now. Camelot Software. Oh, apparently I haven't actually registered in Golden Sun, so that's not gonna work. It's got a home button so I can quit out. Let's see if I can find something that Shadow Man will remember. Here we go. Shadow Man is familiar with this game. Ting! There it is, just like that. Nintendo presents Metroid 4. Just like that, we're playing Metroid Fusion, and it's great. Sounds wonderful. I love this thing so much. But yeah, as far as getting like a handheld solution, something that feels and acts like a Game Boy, I love my son's Boxy Pixel. I think it's awesome, the one that he built. Yeah, I knew you'd like that one, man. Gives you PTSD flashbacks. But yeah, I love his Boxy Pixel. It's really well put together. It's a metal system. It's really, really good for that sort of thing. But this, because of the extra things that it can do and just a couple of things about it, make it really, really good. And we didn't think that we would ever see one again. So it was, okay, boy, can we pick this up? And he was like, okay, let's get it. So he bought his dad a Game Boy. Look at that. A really rad Game Boy. So that was probably, I think that was the best pickup of the day. It was definitely the most expensive pickup of the day, but I think that was the best one that was had. So there was that. So the two takeaways from the Retro Expo that I took away, everyone had a nice time. You know, everybody seemed to have fun when we went there. My son got one of the Retro Expo shirts. There were a couple of other things I don't have down here. My daughter got a Final Fantasy VII like trading card game. So you play it like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or Magic. They have a Final Fantasy VII card game that you can play. She got that. She got a couple stickers. There were lots of artists there and other things like that. But the couple takeaways, number one, if you're looking for regular games, just like the stuff that you should find for $5 to $10, just picking up normal games, we didn't find them. Like, we didn't see them. If you're looking for the ultra high-end crazy video game collector stuff, that was probably easier to find. We didn't find a lot of the other stuff. That was my first takeaway from it. My second takeaway from it is that everybody at this thing, don't get me wrong, people were willing to haggle a little bit, and we were able to, you know, get some deals on some things, talk some people down on some of the pricing for what's going on. But everybody is looking for eBay prices. Everybody is using price charting. There is no deal to be had at most of these things now. You are sitting in a booth and you want eBay prices. I want the top dollar of top dollar. I actually made a joke. I own a copy of Pokemon Box, which is the most expensive GameCube game that's out there. It's like, I think somebody was telling me the other day it's up to like $3,000. I told them as a joke, I said, what we're going to do is for the next expo, I'm going to rent a booth. And I'm just going to have a table and a folding chair, and I'm just going to put Pokemon Box in the middle of it with a $3,000 price tag on it. I'm going to be like, the first one who gets like $3,000, someone's going to come by and be like, can you take $2,000? No. will you trade for this, my first child? No, it's $3,000 or nothing. On maybe the last day I'll haggle about it or something like that. But like, it seems like that would be a legitimate booth to have at this thing. One table with one thing. We actually talked to a guy who had a copy of Bonk's Adventure on the NES, which he was selling for $2,600. Apparently, the TurboGrafx version of that game is not that hard to get, but the NES version of it is supposedly impossible. And he said, what I did was I looked at the price charting, and then I doubled the price. If somebody wants it, then they can pay me. That was what he said. He said, I don't need to sell these games. I could just sit on it because you know what? It's just here, and I'm just showing it off, and I don't care if I sell it or not. I don't need this money. I just have this game. So I made the price double. And we were kind of like, I mean, I guess you can do that, but there were a lot of things that kind of felt like that. Everybody wants whatever they think their stuff is worth, like at the high end. And it was very strange like that. Now this wasn't new for this swap meet. We had seen it at the last one, and we had kind of seen it the one before that, but this one felt a little more hard and fast about it in some cases. And we thought it was kind of brazen of that guy to just announce that to everybody. We were like, what the fuck? Like, really? So you're not really finding regular games anymore. Everybody wants top dollar for whatever it is. The third takeaway for us personally, we've seen all of it. When we would go to the booths, we'd be like, oh, this is that guy from last time. Oh, he had all of these games last time. Oh, there was very little change in what went on from the last swap meet a year ago to this swap meet. There was very little change. The people who were still trying to bucket fuck people were still trying to bucket fuck people the same way. The same games that didn't sell last time, like the Silent Hill Shattered Memories that we saw for the PS2. Last time the guy was asking like $250 for it or $300 for it. This time he was asking $450 for it, but it was the same copy we saw last time. There was a lot of that. The copy of Fatal Fury Mark of the Wolves we saw from the Dreamcast was the same copy we saw at the last swap meet. Like things didn't change all that much. The same people who were selling the same handheld games last time were selling the same handheld games this time. Like it didn't change. I don't know. I mean, I could definitely blame the vendors for that. Be like, come up with something better, more original, or whatever else it is. But I mean, it's also us because we go every single time. Now, we want to support the guy who puts it on, the guy who runs the Minus World Games. His name's Tracy. He's fucking awesome. And we want to support him. So we'll go to the next one. But the stack of games last time was like 3 times the size of this. And I can now palm everything that we brought home for the most part. And there was a thought behind it. It was because we have more stuff now because we got the stuff that we wanted. Like, is it because we have the stuff we want and there's just not that much out there because we have too much? Or is it because they haven't changed anything? I think there's a little bit of both that goes into it. But yeah, we did find ourselves looking around going, yeah, there's not a lot here this time. And it's not because there wasn't a lot here. If you've never been to it before, I bet you would have enjoyed the hell out of it. You'd be looking all around, seeing all the things, but because we've now done it 4 times, I think they've done it 4 times now, we're kind of sitting there going, we've seen this. I don't think it's necessarily because we're over it. That's probably a bad way of phrasing it, but it seemed kind of stale for us. And again, that's a personal thing for us. So yeah, number 1, regular games are dead. Finding regular games is something like that, just your run of the mill. I want to go find, I don't know, a regular old mass produced Lord of the Rings game, that sort of thing. Apparently you're not going to find that stuff there. And for what it's worth, we actually were looking for that Lord of the Rings 2 Towers and Lord of the Rings Return of the King. We were looking for it on PS2 or Xbox. Once we figured out that we weren't going to find it on Xbox because there were hardly any Xbox games there, we started looking for it on the PS2. We kind of always were. And we couldn't find it on that. They're just missing. Those games that you loved as a kid that don't have any value to a collector anymore are going away. We ended up finding them And we found them at just another game store that takes in everybody's crap and just puts it up on the wall. They're like, yep, we take in everybody's games, we trade them in, whatever. We did end up finding them at another game store that we went to, but that's because they just take everybody's thing that comes in. They're not trying to front whatever their booth is supposed to be. So it's very different that way. So that's takeaway number one. Regular games are going away. If there's a childhood nostalgic thing that you want to find, I suggest you go find it sooner than later. Number two, everybody wants eBay pricing for their stuff, even at conventions and stuff like that, which is a hard sell. And then, yeah, it felt kind of stale for us. Those were the three takeaways that we had from that. Again, we got some great things. I can't even begin to tell you guys how much I love this Analog Pocket. And with that Analog Pocket purchase comes a new goal, because Shadow Man tells me all the time we do better with goals. I need to get that dock. So we have a goal up for the dock for the Pocket, for the Analog Pocket. I could actually stream games from it, connected HDMI to my device over here, my external capture card. We could play Game Boy games and other things like that from it. It would be nice to have. So we have a goal now for the dock on that. I think it's $99, $100, essentially. So there's that. It would be nice to have. We could stream some stuff with it, do some things with it. So that's not a bad way. So now we have a goal, because that's what Shadow Man wants. Shadow Man wants us to have goals. We have goals right there. So, and I think I set it to like the end of the year. So that'll just be a goal until whatever. I don't care. But yeah, that basically sums up what happened. The artists were cool. There were some cool booths and stuff to see. And again, my favorite thing of the day by far was the Micro Machines guy was there. And I didn't want to go bother him. He didn't look like he was busy or anything. Like, people weren't like talking to him or anything. And Tracy, the guy who runs the event, the guy who runs that store, he was like, go talk to him, man. Like, I'm sure he'd love to hear you. I'd be like, dude, that guy's the coolest guy ever. I'm not going to go talk to him. Like, I'm not going to bother him. Be like, yo, dude, you made my childhood amazing and you're fucking awesome. Like, what am I going to go say to him? But I did call my kids over. I was like, kids, that's the coolest dude ever. And yeah, that was the thing. So yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. I told everybody afterwards, I said, I almost feel like we're going to go to the next one because we're going to support, the guy who puts it on. But I almost feel like we should skip it a couple times, then go back, and then maybe everything could be new again. Because right now it definitely does not feel new. So, but they seem to have a really great weekend. They seem to do a really good job putting on the event. The place was jam-packed full on Friday when we went. They actually extended it to 2 days this time around. Normally it's just as on Saturday. We usually go in at like 10 o'clock in the morning and we leave between 3 and 4 in the afternoon. This time it started on Friday at 1 and we were basically done by 5. We were actually done before that, probably closer to 4. We were kind of like, yeah, we've seen everything. Like, we've seen everything. We got the deals we wanted to get. We got the stuff we needed to get. We took 2 backpacks this time because last time we walked out with, 2 backpacks full and we didn't have 2 backpacks, which was kind of annoying. This time we took 2 backpacks and we didn't even fill 1. So it was kind of a thing, And I get it. I understand all the reasons why it happens. It still happened. So that's the thing. But yeah, that's how it went for us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing some of those games. We've got some things here. I'll go crazy for anything Dragon Quest 1. I love Dragon Quest 1. It's just, my friend told me this weekend, he said, you need to play an RPG. You need to play a modern RPG. I was like, what the hell is a modern RPG? And I told him I'd play the new Star Ocean remake. He's like, that's not modern, it's a remake. And I'm like, whatever. I said, I'll play Dragon Quest 1, and he told me to shut the fuck up. But yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, I had a very nice time playing Dragon Quest 1 on my Analog Pocket. It's way cool. I really like it. So, there you go. In my future, apparently, I'm going to try and mod a PlayStation 4, I guess. So, that's fine. You can do randomizers for thing on the PlayStation 4. They've got a Bloodborne randomizer that does not emulate properly, but does work on a PlayStation. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll take a look at that someday. But yeah, so that's how the Retro Game Expo went. Everybody, like I said, had a good time. We got lots of stuff, and you've now seen it all. I showed it to you, and it only took a few minutes, like half an hour. You know why? Because we didn't get that much. I love that Analog Pocket. I really do. Well, with that being done, we got to get to some Bloodborne. I did tell everyone, reminder, if you are number 1 on the bit board at the end of Bloodborne, which is still going to take me like the rest of the week is my guess, maybe longer. But whenever I finish it, if you're number 1 on the bit board, you get to pick whatever the next game is. I said I would let chat take the wheel. We're letting chat take the wheel. That's how this works. So, last place we were on the Bloodborne. We were sitting on stuff stuck in my throat, making it stupid to talk today. We had just gotten to the spider, Ram or Rao, the ruckus, whatever. And we'd taken a couple shots at him. I was doing some farming to try and get some stuff done. And I was having a hard time fighting that boss. So we're gonna try again. I did get some advice on how to do it, and the advice was ignore the little spiders and just hit the big guy. So maybe we'll try that a couple times. I need to finish that boss tonight. If we can get a couple of hours into this, unfortunately I do have to go to work tomorrow, so it will not be as long of a stream tonight as some may hope. Also, after the expo on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, being at the undisclosed location, hanging out with my buddy, wasn't really in a place to continue streaming Bloodborne, so we did do a little Sea of Thieves streaming, but, yeah. This is the first time we've been at this since Thursday, I think? So, we gotta get back to it and see what we can do. I'd really like to upgrade my weapon. I don't have enough bloodstone chunks, apparently. And I don't have enough, money, whatever the money is, to do anything. I did level up a couple of times, so we increased my HP, we increased my strength. I did buy a whole bunch of the blood so that I can heal myself, and I've got ammo for days because the things that we farm in here give ammo for days. Yeah, so we're here now. We're playing Bloodborne. I died. Wow, I really am rusty. This is what I was afraid of. Turn the audio on the game down just a little bit. That'll help. Yeah, thank you again very much to Shadowman for resubscribing today. Appreciate you being here doing the thing. Took me a minute to remember where heal even was. That's not what I'm trying to do. There we go. Now I figured it out. Yeah, I think we got them all. But yeah, this is a pretty good place to farm. Lots of enemies really, really fast. You can see even with this, I'm getting my face kicked in. Something I've actually been kind of concerned about with this game is I've not found any items. Like, I find the bullets and the blood vials that I need to heal myself, stuff like that, but I haven't really picked up a lot in the way of equipment. Like, I don't know what to do with this. Oh, good. I do have one weapon. We should go upgrade this thing. See if it's better than the other ones. But yeah, I really haven't seen any items, any gear. This game seems to be missing a lot of that. Which, if that's the case, I would understand it, and I would actually think it's kind of cool that they just want you to be kind of a purist about what you're doing. So right now the damage on this is up to 120. So this is plus 6 the same way this is. So this is 128 and this is 152. So yeah, I'm still better off using my axe. I also wanted to check this too. Nope, there's nothing that increases that any further either. Why don't we equip them both, just for fun? And I do feel like I need more stamina. I'm running out of swing. Yeah, I'd very much like to beat this boss, so we can start here. I did go out and explore the area where the kidnappers are. I had done some of that space. I have not done the Nightmare Frontier yet. I have not been out here yet and done any exploration, so that's probably going to be the next area that I go to. This is the spot. So let's see what we can go do. So we just want to stay... Like, the spiders are going to attack us. So that's no fun. Okay, so let's get out of here. Find out where he is. He's over there. So let's just stay away from the spiders and go after the guy. Okay, that's gonna explode. Or he's gonna just disappear. That works too, I guess. There you are. Spiders everywhere. Ooh, he's thrashing around and I'm about to die. That hurt a lot. Ouch. Did I die? I did. Damn, he was almost dead, too. If I had taken one more hit on him, that would have been over. I almost got him. Okay, we gotta try that again. And the nice thing is we lost all of our souls, so we don't care. We can just keep on trying. Right up until we don't have any more heals, and then we gotta go farm again. Alright, let's do it. Okay, he's out here now. He really wants me to die, doesn't he? Okay, let's try and get in there. I rolled. Okay, that's no good. I gotta get up and eat or heal or whatever it is. Like, let's go. And then he gets me with the one thing. I got him to the same spot as last time. Oh, that's annoying. All right, we go again. You know, playing Demon Souls, playing Elden Ring, playing this, I haven't really gotten to a spot. I'm not gonna do it. I haven't gotten to a spot where I've spent like 3.5 hours fighting one creature. So if this is the first time that that happens, like, that's kind of what you expect from a game like this. At some point, it's just gonna be the thing that goes on, right? Come on, come on, come on, get out of there. Where is he? It's over there. Let's go. All right, he's over here. Roll, roll, roll! He's gonna thrash around. Or do that, I guess. I gotta hit him like twice. I died from a spider. Come on. Come on. All right, that time was pretty close, but we've been a lot closer than the last couple times I've tried when I've been dealing with all the spiders. I wonder if I actually summoned a guy, if he would get that last hit in for me at some point. That would be kind of nice. But fuck it, we go again. Where are you? You're over there. All right, let's go. Seems like this is the easy side. I can't even begin to tell you how much I rolled right there. And right there. And right there. And right there. All right, he disappeared. He's over here. See if we can get this done. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I've rolled again right there. Like, why can I not roll away from any of this? Gonna get hit. Rolls upside down, then shoots rocks out of the ground. There you go. I'd like to hit you now, please. Got him. I think I got him. Got him. Jeez, man. Oh, that was unpleasant. We did it. Another boss down. Moving on. Where are we at? Ritual Seeker broken. Seek the Nightmare Newborn. Cathedral Ward. I remember this place. Hey, look at that. This is open now. I could not go through here before. This is where the guy would pick me up and kill me. I know there was another one over here. There he is. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go explore this area. Cathedral Ward. This is all the way back at the beginning. And there's that thing. Blood vials are good. I'll take blood vials. Oh, look at that. We got a new one. Light lamp. Look, there's multiples of them now. Isn't that the dude I summoned to help me? I think it is. So there's one over there, and there's one over there, and down there is where the normal place is. That's where you come out in the Cathedral Ward the first time, I think. Ow, keep getting shot. No, this is not where I come out normally. Okay, this is a different area. He just picked me up. And then killed me. And then I died. The hell was that? Okay, so I guess that glowing stuff I need to stay away from. Otherwise I get picked up and killed. Dude, for real? Get off me. I'm starting to get real angry at this game. That's not fun. Iron Yargle's helm. Oh shit. Oh shit. I almost fell down. Device is not currently operable. Operable. I cannot use the thingy. Okay, we want to stay away from the arm thing. Dude, okay, they just took all of my life. Oh god, where'd he come from? And him. They just keep spawning out of the ground. That's where they're coming from. Okay, I want to go back and spend some runes. It seems I need to just run my way past them because they're going to continue to respawn forever. No new area here.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well, let me. Farewell, good hunter.
I haven't been there yet. What is the Moonside Lake? Is that where I killed the guy? Yep, that's where I killed the guy. It said I was in the Cathedral District, which is this. Cathedral Ward. Yeah, see, this is not the right place. So where's the right place? It's not here. Is this it? This is it. Okay. So this time we're just gonna go. Or not. Or we're just gonna stand here and get shredded. That was funny. This is fucking ridiculous. So if they keep spawning out of bullshit, like what am I supposed to do? I could go level 50 times and it wouldn't change what they're doing. And again, I go back to my other concern about this, is that I haven't seen any items. Like, I don't have better weapons. I don't have better gear. I have every faith I'm going to be trapped in here and murdered. Okay, that dude looks... Oh, god damn it. This place is teaching me a hard lesson in kill the bell ringer. I didn't even see a bell ringer. I'm assuming that's who that guy was on the other side of the fence. Like when I ran down the hill right there, I didn't see anybody ringing a bell. You can hear the bell? Well, I can't. Okay, so I've now killed these guys. I'm looking for a bell ringer. That looks like a bell ringer. Okay. Nothing else is repopulating. Apparently I killed the blood ringer. Thank you. Or the bell ringer, excuse me. Hi, thank you. If you did the Nightmare Frontier, I didn't do the Nightmare Frontier. I have not gone that way. It just put me over here, so I was like, well, since it put me here, let's try this. Don't give up. All right, I'm gonna try my best not to give up. You saw me do the speed strat of fuck these ads? Yep. I did do that. I had gotten a tip from somebody. Somebody said, yeah, dude, don't mess with the spiders. Just go get the guy. And I went, all right. And then I went and I did that. Is that a bell guy? Oh shit, dude, why am I getting nuked? Somebody did give me a tip for that one. And I got further than I did when I was, you know, wasting all of my time fighting everything, so I thought, you know what, we'll stick with it for a minute. Oh, come on. Hey, that was cool. Whoa, how many of these... Okay, I'm dead. Hi. You guys are completely full of shit and I hate you. Thank you. How many of you guys are there? Just out of curiosity. I believe the answer I was looking for that fight was you guys can fuck right off. And there are still more over there. No, those had to have been reincarnated by some bell. Look at how many of them there are. Okay, I most certainly feel like I should not be in this place yet. Yeah, they definitely are being summoned. Ouch. Where is he, though? That was cool. Yeah, there's no bell ringer there. And getting back to those runes is going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a genuine nightmare. Oh, I get your joke. If I was in the other zone, you could call it a nightmare frontier. It's not a theory, it's a game theory. Wait. And then I get killed anyway. Fuck this. Okay, it for real feels like I should not be here. Oh my god. Just get over here. Oh good, no, instead we'll do this. Okay. I get it now. I get what we're doing here. I'm so fucking tired of this already. I've been playing for 15 minutes and I'm fucking tired of this shit. This is so funny. Okay, if me rolling past the guy causes my guy to jump in the air and then get shot in the face by whatever, if that isn't the definition of bullshit, I don't know what is. I mean, that is legitimate bullshit. Look, I'm trying to roll past him and it won't let me. I can't get down the hill. I cannot tell you how absolutely stupid this is right now. We're not fighting bosses. We're not doing big things. They just keep resummoning guys that take 3 times what it takes to hit the original ones. This is nuts. Now we're getting to that point where it's like people find this fun. Cool. All right, here's my question about the bell ringers. When they die, do these things go back to normal? Are they just like souped up before that happens? Is that what's happening? The bell gives them power. They get stunned and then they're normal? Jeez, man. All right. I'm trying to stay calm right now, but this is... That's not what this is. Do you understand what it is that I'm saying right now? More importantly, I guess what it is that I'm feeling right now? Do you like... That is a good word to describe this. It's insane. Just hang on for a minute. They're chasing me. Like, all the farming in the world wouldn't make this easier. That's my problem right now. What's up, Black Wolf? All the farming in the world wouldn't make up for whatever this difficulty spike is from wherever I was to wherever I am. I went out here and I was clearing the area out here and I didn't find anything. We're not going up to those areas yet. Yeah, this is how this feels right now. We're halfway, we're not halfway, but we're partway through the game. And then all of a sudden, there's some... Oh, you know what we want to do? We just want to make this, you know, insane. Black Wolf, you missed it. We went over all the things that happened at the Retro Game Swap Meet. But you can watch the replay. Some import Super Nintendo games. A physical copy of Bloodborne. The only one that was at the swap meet. It's right there. Bloodborne. I have a physical copy of it now. All right. Where's the wolf? Does he not respawn? Looking for an item. Yeah. The Spectre is karate hand chopping. Sounds like the sort of thing I would do. Outside and up. I had not been here yet. I intentionally didn't come here because I was in the middle of doing something else. Yeah, I intentionally didn't come here. I saw the enemy out here and I saw the stuff and went, okay, I'm in the middle of something. I will come back to this area. And then I forgot about it. Hey, whatever that thing was, that's probably not a good thing. Hey, look at you! Canehurst summons. Alright. Where does this bring me? Oh, it brings me all the way back to the beginning. Okay. That's basically where you start the game. You spawn in right there. So part of me feels like I don't actually want to go this way. Communion. Alright, I think we got everything in here. Anyone else feel like we're walking around the adult version of the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland? This place is very haunted, yeah.
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things.
So can I now.
I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen. Don't you see? How it's rather...
What? I saw somebody standing here like a ghost. Kill her. 1/3 of umbilical cord? Jesus. That's what we're doing now? This hallway is too long to not have somebody out here trying to kill me. Just putting that out there. No, if you go there before killing Rom, she'll tell you to leave. Yeah, I remember this place. I wonder how much harder these guys are to kill now. Yeah, they still border on pain in the ass. Biggin. All right, here's the axe area. Pungent blood cocktail. Stop. Okay, I've stopped. I've turned the camera. The headstone looking thing that's tinted blue, this thing. Yeah, this looks ominous. I guess they want me to get in. I guess we're going. This is what progress looks like, right? Black Wolf, I did show everybody the thing there that says dock for the pocket was I got an analog pocket at the Retro Game Expo. I thought that would be the thing you'd find the most interesting. I've seen this before in a Resident Evil game. 2 of them, in fact. Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 8 both have bullshit castles. Canehurst. I can't leave? Like the horses froze? All right. This kind of reminds me of Elden Ring. There you go. Light lamp. We're gonna go back for just a second. I'm gonna get up for a second. But yeah, Black Wolf. Analog pocket. It's like a Game Boy that I could sideload ROMs onto and still put regular games inside of it. It's pretty cool. All right, give me 30 seconds. We're gonna see if we can't spend some of these runes and go back to this castle thing that I have open now. All right, I'm gonna ask a question though, and you can answer this when I get up for the 30 seconds. Nightmare Dream, this frozen castle, or do I need to keep working on the bullshit area with the bell and the unseen village? Like, which area do I actually need to go to in order to either get better, stronger, or progress without wanting me to throw my controller through the screen like I was in the unseen village? If I just need to be there and get good, tell me. I'll be right back. I have returned. Unseen Village's straight story progression. Right now, you need to get good. Nightmare Frontier does have some nice items. It's a different area to explore. Canehurst also has some stuff to get. It's a nice area to explore. Both of the latter options are slower paced than Unseen Village. Yeah, Unseen Village seems like complete anarchy right now.
Welcome. What is very let farewell, good hunter. May you find your
All right, I did level up. I do have a question about that. If I had zero eyeball skill or eyeball level, if I had zero eyeball level, would that thing that shoots like beams at me and be killing me, would that actually be happening if I couldn't see it? I died. Yes, once you kill Rom, everything becomes visible to you regardless of insight. Okay. I should have waited on the spider. But I killed him, so... Alright, if you also... I also want to know this, because I'm trying to gauge the rest of the week. And Black Wolf was asking... because Black Wolf had taken the lead on the bit board... Black Wolf was asking, or had said that he wanted me to play Armored Core 6. How much further do we have? Like, if you had to guess right now, would you say 50%? Am I 20% into the game? Will you stop hitting me for the love of God? Okay, just kill me, never mind. Okay, based on my level of frustration right now, this is better? I'm 75% of the way through the game, are you serious? It does not feel like that. Also, Black Wolf, if you're still hanging out, are you sure that the next game you don't want me to play is Sekiro? It just seems like the vibe right now. Yeah, I got an analog pocket at the retro expo. That's what I was trying to tell you. Your cat started giving birth. You need to go take care of the cat. Like, and apparently we're almost done with Bloodborne. Or we're really close. We're really getting there. Alright, these ticks are annoying no matter what, even when you're leveled up. Okay. I believe that. Okay, can you get off me? This has been exciting. I like this place. And what I mean by I like this place is I think that we're getting dangerously close to the part where Trisket begins yelling, "Fuck this game." Oh my god. Getting close. Maybe not quite there yet. Getting close, though. Hey, where'd all my runes go? This is funny. All right, I'm trying to woo-saw here. Trying to woo-saw. We're gonna get through this. I really can't see my runes on the ground anywhere. Maybe I didn't have any? Alright, you said fuck all this, just book it. We're booking it up to the doors. Fuck all this, book it. Am I just killing the help now? Apparently not. Ow, ow. Can we just whack away at things until we do it? What was it, Chuck Norris style? Is that what we determined it was earlier? Ow. There's another one right there. Oops. Okay, progression. All right, we got it. Okay, move, move, move. Move! Oh, that's fun. Okay, you can go away. Okay. I see how they want to play this. And of course, there's no drops in here, which is kind of annoying. Of course there's not. Why would there be drops? Noble dress. So for the first time in a while, that might be like gear. Don't give up. Okay, the notes are very encouraging now. Don't give up. We're not giving up. We're moving forward. Beware of malformed thingy. Well, I hear the malformed thing, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Hey, everybody, I found it. Will you get off me? There's one. Kinda wanna go up this tower before we go over there. That was a nice place to knock him down. I gotta admit that. So, I know I can upgrade weapons in this game. Can I upgrade the gear, too? Because my gear seems to be lacking. No. Okay. You just have to find it. I mean, I kind of like that in a way, because there's a part of me that's like, okay, you just have what you have, get better. I like that, but at the same time, I'd really like some more defense. You know, being straightforward, do the thing is kind of cool. And at the same time, you know, can we help a brother out? You know, that sort of thing. Vile blood register. Okay, we've got specters in here again. This is gonna be nice if this is the shortcut. It's gonna go all the way up to the very, very first area? Nope. It's gonna go down to the very first area. Okay, so here's the lantern. Alright, we've unlocked a shortcut. Moving along. Why did you do that, video game? God damn it. What the hell is that thing glowing on me? No, I'm pretty sure it's doing damage. I don't think it is. I think it's put on me by whatever the hell's over here. Okay. Fuck you, video game. Why can I not swing at this thing? Why is this the hardest enemy to hit in this game? Alright, whatever that chest is. And if I have to deal with all of these things to get it, then so be it. That's how you roll out of there. These ones seem more aggressive than the ones I was fighting downstairs. Alright, so we're gonna walk up here, we're gonna drop down onto the tables, we're gonna get the chest. Evelyn. I don't know what Evelyn is. It's probably an item. Or probably a weapon, right? Evelyn. You're revisiting Borderlands? So my buddy wanted me to play that the other day. And I gotta tell you, that game did not age well for me. I like the first one. 2 and 3 did not age well for me. That doesn't mean it didn't for you. You can play anything you want and enjoy it. Don't listen to me. I was actually kind of surprised because I thought it would be fine. I honestly think I just really wasn't in the mood to play it. That made it that much worse. I feel like that's a game you got to be in the mood for. It is fun co-op, and that's what he was trying to get me to do, but I was just like, dude, like, I don't think you could have picked the game further from what I'm in the mood for. It also didn't help that the last time we played it, we were playing it with somebody who was like... It was just wild. Alright, can we get out of here, please? What the fuck? Dude. Okay, so I'm behind it. It can still stab me from... Dude. Game... I was behind it and it stabbed me. I just want you to know that. Oh, by the way, I guess I'm out of blood runes. Or blood vials. That's not good. All right. I need to focus on the idea that I'm 75% done with this game, that we're getting there, we're almost there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Yes, I know, you guys are everywhere. You're angry. What's hitting me? Okay, I can't win. I can't do anything. I'm gonna die. I have no idea what I'm even getting hit by. Somebody's on the stairs shooting me. This guy? Okay, I'm gonna wait on going out there. Remind me to go out that window in a little while. Oh, good. Sneaky little bastard. Okay, yeah, sit down in the middle of all this, please. I think those bloodstone chunks are what I'm actually looking for. Okay, I need to get to that ladder. Yeah, I think the bloodstone chunks are what I'm looking for to level up my weapon again. It's a lever down there. Am I gonna have to go down there and fight all those things? I don't want to. Is it worth going out the window? I feel like with 39,000 souls, it's not worth going out the window. I really want to go get what's on that ledge. All right. I don't understand. I was locked on. Apparently a bookshelf got in the way. Okay, that one has no head. Can I get out of this, please? Please, can we stop doing this? Thank you. You're annoying. Oh, good. Too bad my gun doesn't do actual damage. That'd be nice. Okay, we gotta kill this one. So that we can kill this one. Hi, can we move around that thing? That'd be great. Now we're gonna walk all the way down here and get whatever this chest is. Hey, that's nice. Okay, I'm not even wearing the best stuff. Black garb right there is 110. $50's fine. Black gloves there. This is 60. What I'm wearing is 60, so we'll just get the matching set on. But that helmet was big. Oh, good. Look, I don't want to fight them and you. Can you just come over here? Yeah, this is how I get executed, everybody. Okay, that went a lot better than initially anticipated. Executioner's gloves. Okay. How does one get up there? Don't see ladders anywhere. Nothing there. Nothing here. This kind of looks like a ladder, but it's bookshelves. thing that's up there. Nothing in the little crevasse. Okay. Okay, that's nice. That takes me back to the original area, right? Yep, that's the original area. So the shortcut's right down where I was. Or right through this room. It's gonna be on that side over there. Okay. That's good. Except I can't go back out this window. And I still can't go through there. And I've cleared all of this out. Well, at least now I'll get a chance to get whatever's on that ledge. Fall to my death. It's okay. All right, so we can shortcut our way back. That's the good news. But I still don't understand what that bookshelf did for a shortcut. Oh, there's a ladder right here. Okay, that's nice. I want to actually go get my runes back. Okay, so we are good here. You like how after I slowly go through the entire thing, I then go, all right, let's just get past this shit. Oops. There we go. I have 50,000 runes. I want to go back and spend them. I have a feeling that whatever I'm about to come up on up here after doing all of this is gonna just dump all over me. This game is good about giving you shortcuts to get back to where you want to be. It's not good about giving you a lantern right before a boss fight. Wouldn't that be nice?
Farewell, good hunter.
And I picked up a bunch of items. I want to see if I can upgrade my axe. I need 5 and I only have 2. I don't have... I should have some kind of rune for that, I think? I feel like I should get there at some point. Alright. Whoa, that was a lot. It was 20,000. Our eyeball rank is at 56, and I can level up one more time.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well, let me...
I need to level all the rest of these up. These 3. Okay, I feel like I'm in a pretty good place right now. It seems like a good place to farm. I was getting a lot of... I mean, I had 50,000 runes just from going through that area. Might be faster than going to that school and killing everything that's in that teacher's room or whatever. Lecture hall. In the lecture hall. That's what it's called. Is it called the lecture hall? That's the word I'm looking for? Thank you. Really excited that you could slash me right there. Appreciate you. That guy shooting me, he's just the best. You quit screwing around. You kids, you keep screwing around. Someday this will end, right? Warm blood gemstone? What is that? It's not in here. Okay, what are the executioner's gloves? Summon wrathful spirits. I don't want that either. You got other tabs? Yeah, I'm looking. It's gonna be in here. Warm blood gemstone. It's a level 9. Blood tinge scaling 13.5. What is blood tinge scaling? I know blood tinge is one of my stats. I'm assuming he just brings it up 13.5%. Okay, that goes up, and we're not done exploring the flat here. That's if you go the beast route and use the claw weapons. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, that's cool. The higher your insight, the lower the benefit. Well, right now my insight's pretty high, right? I don't like being on roofs. Oh, shit. Knight's Wig. That's only 30 damage. Slow poison res, rapid poison res, frenzy res, beasthood res. Lowers physical defense, but it increases a bunch of other stuff. I think right now, really, I need physical defense more than anything else. You've come to the right place. That's worrisome. I do say where these games feed off each other. Like going through the entire school area in Elden Ring, like across the rooftops and stuff like that, like I get it. Like these games very much lend themselves to each other in design, and it kind of feeds itself. Like I get it. It's kind of cool. This feels like a boss fight. Hey man, look, I get it, but can't we just be friends or something? Can't we just, you know, be cool? Do we have to fight? Apparently not. Martyr Logarius? Oh, that was a big hit. That was a big hit too. That was a real big hit. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Wouldn't it be awesome if I could knock him off the roof? He's gonna hit me with the big one. Okay, that was cool. Shit, I'm about to run out of health. You stop, please? Let me fucking heal. Where'd he go? There he is. Ow. I just ran out of healing. This feels very hit and run. I only have 6 health, like, or I only have 6 heals. I gotta do something about that. Where's the best place to farm blood vials? That's gonna take a couple of tries, I can already guarantee that. Yeah, killing the students. That was fun. Wolves and the brick guys, since they dropped 2 each? Okay. That's probably what I'm gonna go do then. So I can already tell you how this boss is gonna go. Okay. So the first time was, let's try this out and see what needs to be done, get a feel for it. The second time is gonna be, oh, I know what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna die faster. The third and fourth time are gonna be variants of that. And then maybe the 5th or 6th time, if I'm lucky, I'll get him done. Right? I'm assuming that all of what I'm doing right now is optional. Is that correct? K-Nurse is entirely missable. Okay. But you got some levels out of it, which is what it's for. Yeah, no, I've felt pretty good about the progression through that area. You know what I mean? Like, it's a side quest area for that guy you accidentally aggroed. Which one did I accidentally aggro? The boss? I kind of feel like that wasn't an accident. The NPC in the cathedral. Oh! Oh, that guy. The hammer guy I had to kill? I've seen people running around with this hammer. I'd like to know how to get it. That's not what I meant to do. Fuck, man. You should have it already? I don't. Whoa, 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 whoa. At the bath vendor? Where'd that guy come from? Every time you find a badge in the game, it gives you access to more weapons and gear. Okay. I'll have to go check it out. When we go back, I will see what's available. You don't find many weapons in the wild. The cannon is the windmill you found. Evelyn. Okay. Can we stop with this, please? Thank you. Oh my god. You know, I've never used one of those shining coins. Did they do anything? It's supposed to help you find your way or something like that? They're breadcrumbs? So I can leave them so I can find my way back? Kirkhammer. There it is. Yeah, I was just complaining about this. Do I want these? Ludwig's Holy Blade sounded nice. I don't think I have the DLC. That thing is expensive. But it starts at 100. That's the kind of thing I probably need to be getting right now, isn't it? I didn't even realize. Alright, let's go get this done and then we'll buy that weapon and then we'll upgrade it some. That's the sort of thing I should have been doing. You can end the game. You can end game the starting weapons just fine. Yeah, but if my damage right now is 161 and that thing goes up to 250. Come on. Yeah, I know what you mean about the weapon profiles. Like, they're all very different in that way. But we did that in Elden Ring. Like, I did that okay, I guess. Well, honestly, I didn't actually get used to most of the weapons in Elden Ring. I didn't have to because I used magic for the whole damn game. I got used to some of them. I assume it's all quick jabs and stabs. Twin bloodstone shards. So that's up to 140. That's actually a lot more swings for the same amount of stamina. I kind of like that. Alright, so I'm gonna ask this again because, you know, I'm confused and not understanding whatever it is that's going on. This is what the experience should be like? Like, we are making progress? Oh, push L1. Oh, shit! Okay, I just turned into the guy from Soul Calibur. Yeah, I've done this before. I've played with a great sword in Monster Hunter. I know what I'm doing. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, they put out a video today for the hammer in Monster Hunter Wilds, and I play hammer. You're making great progress. Unseen Village is the start of the endgame. Okay. Defeating Rom changes the state of the world. Okay. Go back to the cathedral. Which one? The big one? Cathedral Ward? My cup is empty. Requires refills of Diet Pepsi. I still have the blood from the one character I picked that up from, and I've never used it. Sorry, filling my drink. You know, for not thinking I was gonna stream tonight, this has not been so bad. We've done the thing. I just was not feeling this time. I was like, dude, I'm gonna go fight that first boss, and it's just gonna be annoying as shit, and I'm just gonna be frustrated, and it's gonna suck. And I was like, I don't know if I have the patience for that tonight. And as you can see, I've been a bit frustrated. But, you know.
Oh, kind hunter, thank you. Well, only now and then, but she's a kind one.
Triumph. Okay. What am I doing back here in the cathedral?
Oh, forgive me. So,
No blood today. Why is she cackling maniacally? Am I gonna have to kill them all? All right, where are we at? Yeah, at the rate we're going, I'm gonna have to play Sekiro, and I'm gonna have to play Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. Those are the ones I have not played. Yeah, I do gotta give myself a break, that's for sure. When we're done with this, we'll play whatever game the person at the top of the bit leaderboard wants me to play. And then I'll play Dragon Quest 1. Because we'll have a dock for the analog pocket by then. And I can play the Game Boy Color version of it. Alright, I think I got enough stuff here. I'm a little distressed. I feel like the axe is gonna be better for this. Except for these things might drop some stuff I can use to upgrade it. I don't know, let's see how well this goes. DS1 will be a cakewalk. I'm gonna take your word for that. I don't think that the story has been progressed. The kidnappers are still out there. God damn, man. You guys do me a favor and fucking die? It'd be awesome. Well, this was fun. I can't warp to that zone right now? Really? I just farmed the gargoyles? Okay. I want to get my runes back first. Yeah, sit down while everything's chasing you. Jeez. All right, we can do this, right? I gotta go forward with that instead. That was fun. Okay, now he's gonna go crazy. I really just want to hit that thing. Thank you. Come on. Dodge, goddammit. Dodge, nope. Dodge. Ouch. Come on. Two. Come on. Okay, now I gotta deal with this. Dodge, dodge. Dodge, missed. Dodge, dodge. God damn it. I can't dodge these things. It's really annoying. I got 3 health left. Nope. Dodge, dodge. One. Swing, swing. Dude, I can't read his moves at all. Swing, swing. Swing, swing. Yeah, I can't read his moves. I can't read his moves at all. I will say this, and I understand that what I'm about to say goes against the entire principle of the video game. I really wish that attacking was not such a commitment. I wish that I could attack, and then when I push dodge, it would just dodge. Good. Hit me. God. I understand that defeats the entire purpose of these games, but I wish that when you push the dodge button, it would override whatever was going on and actually dodge. Alright, you said farm the gargoyles. We could do that for a minute. Twin bloodstone shards. Is that what I'm looking for? That was what I was looking for, right? There's some more. And some more. Woo, almost fell off the ledge right there. How many of you thought I was gonna fall off? Raise your hand. Don't be shy. What level is the Holy Blade? +5? I think so. Yeah, +4. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Like his slowest attacks I can't do anything about. Okay, that was fun. Apparently I'm just shooting off into the woods. That was fun. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by pretty staggerable in phase 2. I had like the shittiest phase 1 fight I've ever seen. So I have 7 twin bloodstone shards. I need to get to 13, it sounds like. Might not be worth practicing on him. Oh, the gun counters, yeah. That may be. That's essentially what the last round was, and I got completely shit on. Dude, she came running at me? Oh, he didn't give me one, bastard. None of them did. Come on, video game. I'm trying to do a thing here. Come on, don't be stingy. Don't be this way. I'm still playing you. After all this time. And the frustration and everything else that's going on, I'm still playing. Like, don't be this way, video game. Yeah, I'm not gonna do gun counters this time. I'm just gonna try and hit him. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like, just dodge and hit. Big fan. And then we move back. So he's gonna do the thing. And I'm gonna dodge forward. And I'm gonna hit him. Except for he's not gonna do it. Swipe. Swipe. Cool. Fuck yeah, I'm excited. You fucking asshole. Dodge forward and hit him. Move. Go forward. And he just keeps doing that. Whatever. Dude, fuck you, video game. That is so stupid. Is this the game that has the least amount of iframes? Is that what it is? Because it seems like even when I dodge, he can hit me no matter what. And I'm down to 18. God damn it. So tired of this right now. Well, we are going to jailbreak a PS5 or mod a PS5. We bought one at the expo to do it, and I've heard that there are mods out there for it. To actually get it to 60 FPS. The emulation's not there yet. I know that one for a fact. But they're working on it. I'm of the opinion now that they actually can't move it to PC. Besides the fact that Sony doesn't want to. Like, if they moved a shitty port of it over, it'd be like the rest of the Sony games that have come to PC. This is the same reason I think they haven't moved Gran Turismo yet. When Sony moves games to the PC, it takes like 6 months for them to stabilize whatever it is that's going on. If they released Bloodborne and it was 60 FPS, but let's say it was like when Vanquish came 60 FPS, all of a sudden it's it goes so fast, or it does some kind of error running whatever improvements they made that it makes the enemies invincible or some stuff like that. Like if they released it in a state like that, then I'm pretty sure the whole world would riot. There's a part of me that thinks that they can't do it because of whatever the problems. I'm sure somebody over there went, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna drop this in here and just check it out. And when they did, they went, oh, well, we found a whole bunch of stuff. Hi, dude. Really, can we stop? Stop with the beating, man. Like, this is ridiculous. It would not surprise me if that was the case. Also, one of the things that they talked about a lot with the PS4, specifically. So they moved God of War, and that took a couple months, right? Ghost of Tsushima was good. I haven't tried that one yet. I did download Horizon 2 the other day to check that out. Returnal was good. Ratchet was not. Ratchet was so bad at the beginning. But yeah, that's one of those games, like, if they screw that up... they're gonna be a problem. You know what? Shit, I should have stayed for another second. Whatever. Horizon 1 was a disaster. Alright, Matt, if you beat him, make sure to wear his crown and go to his throne. Okay, I will do my best. I'm not gonna get too many more shots. I had to go back to work this week, so I actually have to go into the office tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. So I think this is gonna be my last shot, and then I'm gonna have to call it here. But we did make some progress through this area. Yeah, I don't get to stream as long during the week when I have to work. And on the weekends, because I go see my friend, like, streaming from his undisclosed location can be a pain. So my stream time has gotten less. If only I could leave my job. Hi, there's something glowing up. Can we pick that up? Thank you. And I got one. So I can probably level it up at least once. Alright, it's time to focus on this asshole and get this done. Need 5 for +5, so I have 7 or 8 right now. So I need 5 more. I don't know that in this case the weapon's gonna make all that much of a difference since, you know. Cool. God damn it. This is what we do now. Come on, man. All right. That was a mistake. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Dude! How's one supposed to dodge that when it doesn't fucking... Whatever. Swipe. Dodge. Dodge. You're standing next to him, bad idea. Swipe. Swipe. I'm pushing dodge that whole time. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I pushed dodge that whole time. I'm pushing the circle button as he's swinging, nothing happens. It's not because I'm locked in some animation or something like that either. It just won't fucking dodge. Yeah, and with that bullshit, I think we're gonna have to end it right there. That really sucks. Not bad progress for a short stream, though. I did get through the entire area. I did beat the ROM boss. This one takes 8. No, I don't have any blood echoes, that's why. Okay. I don't think I have anything I can... Yeah, I don't. Okay. Got a new weapon. I did. Function unavailable. I see it now. If the boss bugs you, you can always explore. Yeah, I could go to the Nightmare Frontier. I could. I mean, I just gotta hunker down and beat it. Like, that's just what it's gonna take. And if it takes 3 hours to do it, then it's gonna take 3 hours worth of a stream one night to do it. Like, that's just what it's gonna take. And it's going to involve a lot of yelling and screaming on my part and being very fucking angry at the game. But that's what you're supposed to do, right? Oh, come off it. Is that the last boss? No. No. That is an optional dickhead boss. I went out to an area and I just happened to get, you know, to this guy, so we gotta fight this guy. Alright, man. Take it easy, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. I would not have gotten this far had you not been helping, so... I mean, I almost went 4 hours. That's not so bad. It wasn't 4 hours of gameplay, though. We talked for about 45 minutes about the retro swap meet. So yeah, I gotta get 5 more of these shards in order to level this up. Well, that was stupid. I shouldn't have leveled that up, but... So my real frustration with this game right now is we're at a point where it doesn't feel like I'm making progress. Like, I could stop, I could farm, I could level up 10 times, and I'd still get completely screwed by what's going on. Like, that's what I feel like right now. And that's a very hard feeling to continue playing a game. Yeah, I could go farm... I could go farm 20 more levels, and I don't think it would make a difference. And that's where my frustration is coming from right now. I mean, if it's gonna... okay, here's the separation, right? If your game's gonna be a mechanics thing, and you've got to dodge, and you've got to actually learn the fight and do mechanics, and your mechanics have to work. How many times have I been screaming for the last hour, or, you know, being really mad at the idea that the dodge isn't working? It just doesn't work. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna be a mechanics-based game, your game's got to be... the mechanics have got to work. If you're gonna be a level-based game, then the levels got to make you more powerful. Like, you got to be able to take on what it is that you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, that's where my frustration is kind of at, and where it's kind of boiling over. does not help that I was already frustrated when I started tonight. That does not help either. So I'm more than willing to take on the limitations of me versus the limitations of everything else. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's where we got to end it for tonight. I gotta get up. So that's just how it's gonna be. Yeah. So tip goal is up right now to get a dock for the Analog Pocket. If we get a dock for this, I can play Game Boy games straight off of that with the USB controller instead of the Game Boy, which is kind of cool. Video out. A Game Boy with video out. Yeah. Yeah, the Analog Pocket is fantastic. I love this thing. This has been so nice since I got it. Yeah, we went over what happened at the Retro Swap Meet, and the only copy of Bloodborne that I got, or that was at the Swap Meet, I got it. Got some other games, some things. You can go back and watch the replay of the stream and see what all we got, because we talked about that at the beginning. Beat one boss in RAM. Got through Canehurst, which was nice. That next boss is really frustrating, and the next area, the Unseen Village, is just really frustrating. So, and that was just regular guys that were kicking my face in. There are some areas I can go to and, you know, explore some more, do some things that I need to get. I can go do that, but at some point, I'm going to have to fight these bosses, and I'm going to have to be able to get through these areas. Like, there's no getting around that. That's what the... I am going to someday have to play the game. Yeah, that's basically it. So, I don't know. It's really frustrating right now, so... we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you guys very much for hanging out, doing the thing. Appreciate everybody being here. I'm going to get out for tonight. If you haven't pushed the follow button yet, push the follow button so you can find your way back for the next time we do the stream, which will probably be tomorrow night, is my guess. We'll see how frustrated I am before we do that. Like, it's just... being frustrated, like, makes it so much worse when you start. So there's that. Yeah, join the community Discord. Black Wolf just put the link in chat. You can come be part of the conversation, see what's going on with that. I do have a surprise after we beat Bloodborne. Something to show you guys for what's going on, but we got to beat Bloodborne first. So we got to get through this. And then, yeah, if you want to help support the channel, remember, whoever's number one on the bit board, the instant I finish Bloodborne, gets to pick whatever the next game is. Right now, Black Wolf is winning with 801 bits for the month. Anybody else want to sign up for that? You want to tip bits or whatever it is? 801 is the number to beat. If you go past 801, you get to pick whatever it is. You do not get to pick the conditions of the game, but I will play the game that you request. That's how it's going to work. So, but yeah, do that. If you want to click on the tip button, put towards that dock for the Analog Pocket, which just, dude, this machine is so freaking rad. It's just so awesome. I can't begin to tell you how much I love it. So, and then you could always subscribe to the channel, get access to the channel emotes and everything else that's going on. I'm out of here for tonight. Thank you guys very much for hanging out, doing the thing. I appreciate you being here, and we will see you later.
Game over, man. It's game over.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.
Go.